Socialize.
This is your
Good afternoon and seeing greeting to everybody. This is the Zever Brother Show. It's your host, Aaron, and my co-host.
Immanuel. Pardon me, I'm busy with my phone. I'm trying to just get everything set for this magical moment.
Hey, you're welcome. So before we go into we've been broadcasting, sending messages up and down, trying to get into that. So if you're tuned into us, you're welcome. And today we'll be talking about a review of 2019 and the forecast of what will 2020 be like and how you can succeed financially in 2020. Now, if you have any questions, there will be time for that. You can leave them in the comment section. You can call us up. The contact is there, and you can follow us on Instagram.
As well, if we're not loud enough, please let us know.
Yeah,
so we'll work on the sound and you'll get us more clearly. And if you want a shout out, feel free to drop a comment and we'll give you a shout out.
Okay, so we're moving on. So, well, you season greetings. Sorry, that's all that. It's the festive period to Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. So we're counting down hours to 2020, and it's a dawn of a new decade, not just a new year. So it is cogent, and I think we come to see that it's valuable we actually state that not everybody gives importance and priorities to all these things. So we will be analyzing some tips, tiny tips, on how to make your 2020 a year of success worth remembering. So this session is going to be cropped into two farms. The first one will be where I will be giving you tips, 5 tips on how we can set goals, valuable goals, and the second one is how we can succeed with also 5 tips also in the year 2020. Now, in case you're just tuning in, welcome. And in reviewing 2019, will be with this session we'll be evaluating what this trending thing is for every new year, which is the new year resolution. So we have people who every year they wake up in the first day of the year, the first day of that month of January, and they're like, oh, I will do this, I will not do this, I'm dropping this habit, I'm not going to drink anymore, or even if I'll drink, I'm not drink 1 crate again, I'm going to take half crate. If not half crate, we'll use some. If I do whatever around, I'm going to bring those things down. But hey, and most times we've come to realize that they don't really actualize these things. Okay, so today we are going to hit the nail on the head. Yes, right on the head, so it goes right into the room. Okay, yeah. So what we'll be engaging ourselves with today is how you can really make and set goals, and why your goals haven't been working previous years, and why they will work if you follow our system in the subsequent years, not just 2020, but 2021 and 2022 and 2023 and all the 2020 comes afterwards. So this is for my own type of people, the millennials. So my 5 tips for the first farm, like I said, if you're just joining us, you're welcome again. Okay, so we're having a 2-part series, a crop farm here, and the part A and the part B. So we see you there, Miss Berry. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. So yeah, we have the crop farm A, where we're talking about goal settings and how not just to set goals but also to get to actualize them. And the part B is for success engagement for the year 2020. So while part A will address the 2019 in retrospect, part B will address 2020 in prospect. English. What gone or will survive, eh? The Nigerians so proud and we're all gonna make it. Okay? So my 5 tips on how to set goals and actualize them. First on the list is write them down. Okay? I would have asked the question, I hope you hear me, but I know you hear me, so okay. Write them down. when you write your goals down, there is a certain psychological backup to this system. If you write something down, you tend not to forget it. Okay? Compare that, hey, hello, Josephine, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So when you write goals down, you tend not to forget them. You remember them. They stick to your head. Okay? So there is a Chinese proverb that back this up. It says, the faintest ink is better than the sharpest of all minds. Somebody also said something. He says, a goal that is not written is a goal that is not meant. You don't really mean it when you don't write it. But when you write something, you commit it to paper, you commit your thoughts to paper, okay, it sticks. It doesn't just go as a wishful thinking, a whimsical thought. It sticks to you. It resides in your subconscious and you work with it. So yes, put that down as number one for goal setting. Always write down your goals. Second on the list would be to read them twice daily, once in the morning and in the evening. In the morning, before, as soon as you wake up, you have to read your goal. That is you committing it to your subconscious mind, okay? And you read it as a profession, not just a mere statement. You don't just write a goal and say, I hope I will. You say it with definitiveness, okay? You say, I know I, Aaron, will by the month of March in the year 2020 actualize this, actualize that, okay? And that's how you write it, and that's how you read it to yourself in the morning and evening. So when you're done with that, okay, then the next step would be to decide. Decision is an integral part of goal setting, something that most people don't really commit to mind. They just, how do I put it? They just wishfully live life. And if you remember that idiomatic expression that says, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Okay? So the world is not open to wishes. The world will not give you things you wish for, it will give you the things you deserve. Okay? So when you don't deserve it, it doesn't come to you. Okay? So you have to definitely decide to take an action and act about it. You have to definitely and consciously make a plan and work towards it. So there we have it. Be precise with your decision. And the fourth on our list will be to plan. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail, yeah? Yeah, good. So you need to plan. And a plan is a roadmap to success. When you make a plan, you're sure as hell, okay? You're sure and definitely going to meet it to the very end. Okay, so you have to make those plans. You have to make those plans. And lastly, on the list, so as not to take too much of the time, lastly on this farm A is you have to act. Yeah, the good book says, faith without work is dead. Okay, so if you do not act, all the faith you've mustered, all the decisions you've made, all the choices you've said, oh no, 2020 is my year of full grace, 2020 is my year of eternal success. Oh hell, they are all going down the drain. So yes, you have to act. You've decided, you've written down your goals, you've penned down your choices and whatever you want, you've charted out by way of a plan where you want to go and how you want to achieve what you want to achieve, okay? So the next thing, the best and the ultimate thing that will bring your goals to fruition will be to act, okay? So these are our 5 goals, my 5 goals to you for achieving all your goals, not just setting them, but also to achieve them in the year 2020. So if 2019 you've not incorporated these into your goal setting scheme, in the year 2020 you really need to work on them. To give you an extra tip on how to make plans and actualize them, here is a system I some time back. Use a polygonal system where you're maybe looking like a triangle or a square, not a circle. For God's sake, not a circle. A circle has no edges, so no, that would be bad. That would be walking on a door. You might just end up injuring yourself. You could use a triangle, you could use a square, you could use a pentagon, a hexagon, or a nonagon. Now, the reason for all the number of edges and sides is for you to factor in, okay, to factor in those key activities that you want to share your day. A goal cannot be achieved without discipline. So yes, you have to keep in mind that when you say you want to do something, you discipline yourself, you cultivate that inner discipline and say, okay, I'm going to do this thing regardless. And discipline spells that when you want to do something that you've decided to do, you do it regardless of whether it's convenient for you or not. Okay? So thank you for your time, and so as not to waste your time, we'll be jumping into the farm. Thank you very, very much. So we invite Mr. Immanuel to go back.
Yay! Hello. It seems I'm all over the screen. Let me get my cup ready because we're about to set this whole place on fire. So, wow. Hey guys, Miss Faustina Uba, you're welcome. Josephine, welcome. Is very welcome. Hope you had an amazing time with Mr. Aaron, my dear brother. Now, we're so happy to have you guys. You're a compliment of the season. I believe the Xmas has been wonderful. And we're approaching 2020 in a grand style. So if you are observing any side noise and all that, we apologize for that. And I hope the camera is somehow fixed properly. I'm trying to position myself well here. Okay, amazing. So we'll proceed now. Tips. I'm about to give you just 5 tips, 5 simple tips that you will use to actually succeed in 2020. And I know a whole lot of us want to succeed in 2020. We all do, just like we wanted to succeed in 2019 and so many things went sideways. We can actually pinpoint that, but that will take the whole day. So I'm here to just give you the tiny tips, and I hope you work on them because they are essential in life and in business as well. So tip number 1, for those of us that are into business, that would like to start up a business 2020, I want you to understand how business works. First of all, there are times and seasons. Even in the Bible states it clearly. There's a time to sow and there's a time to reap. There's a specific time for you to do a specific business. Mr. Zenda, please, you're highly welcome. We say hi. Now, if you would note, we no longer use DVD, CDs, tape recorders. There was a time for that. Now we use our phones. Life is so easy. There was a time SIM card was worth a huge sum of amount. Now you can get your SIM card free. Highest they tell you get 100 naira airtime. Understanding time and season. So many people would go out of business. Those that are into DSTV, GoTV and all that. Why? Because Netflix is now coming to town. It's already here. And in some years' time, all our TVs will just be streaming live. There will be no business for such persons. Understanding time and season. Now permit me, I'm bringing out this content from my phone because we didn't actually plan for this, but we just had to because we know there's somebody out there listening to us that needs this information to get 2020 right. So I hope you're there with a pen and a paper and you're writing down all that we're giving you. Now, fantastic. Remember we had a typewriter then that we used to type so many stuff. But now those people are out of business. Why? Your phones can do the job of 1,000 secretaries. Understanding time and season. Now, if you as a business person you don't evolve with time and season, ladies and gentlemen, with the snap of a finger, your business will crumble. It's not juju, it's not jazz. It's principle, it's law, and it's going to happen. Now, fast forward, I'll just give you something I got earlier this morning. There are 2 accounts we have in life. There's a financial bank account and there's an emotional bank account. The emotional bank account is the reason why you're still broke. Whatever happens to you emotionally affects what happens to you financially. If you're about to start a business, you have to understand that business is war, treat it as such. You don't go all emotional with business. It's strictly financial. So it's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's a numbers game. You know your number, you succeed. You miss your numbers and you lose out of business. Now fast forward, we don't intend to waste so much time on this. We know everybody's busy getting ready to set for the next year, just tomorrow. So we'll be snappy. For those that won't be able to view this, we'll still leave it for you to maybe review it later in the day. And the links is there. You can share to your friends, keep them involved. Tip number 2, now you change your mindset. Before we started this video, it happened in our mind. and now it's happening live. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind, ladies and gentlemen. You ask yourself, what do I feed my mind? What books do I read? What videos do I engage myself on? Audio books? Who do I listen to? My friends, my family members? They all influence decisions we make. Am I right or wrong, Mr. Kaz?
No, not at all.
Fantastic. And you've been there. There have been situations, scenarios that you say, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. And all of a sudden, your friends are like, let's do this. And you find yourself doing it. Crazy shit. He just influenced you. It's facts. It has been happening. Now, you have to be cautious. Information you take in 2020, because it's going to affect a whole lot of decisions you make. It's a decade, not a new decade. Don't joke with it. Now, you understand the mindset of, let's say, think big and starting small. I know we all have this particular person in our area that has been either frying akara or doing something, and they've been doing that specific trade for over 10 years, and they're still doing it. Why? Function of their mind. Their mind is not set up. It's not as if they're not making profit, but how come they're not maximizing profit? They are still where they are 10 years, and they are still here now. Now, if you want to know how to change your situation, fantastic. That's a topic for another day. We will do that. But all I'm saying is, learn to develop your mind come 2020. Now, you watch your friends you keep. Tip number 3, watch your friends. Choose your friends, don't let them choose you. If they choose you, go. Shift back, choose them. Because we have two types of friends. We have the friends that are assets, and we have the friends that are liabilities. Now, asset friends, those people, they get value from you and they bring back value to you. If you see it 50-50, win-win. Liability friends, fantastic. Liability friends, they take value from you and you get nothing in return. That's 2-0. You lose. So my assignment for you is that you grab a pen and paper, just as you're writing. Write down the friends that are assets and the friends that are liability. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the asset friends we are taking to 2020. Nobody is going to bring you back or make you lower your standards. Pardon me. The ball is in your court. It has always been in your court. You wasted 2019. I won't permit you to waste 2020. Although it's your decision, you might decide to waste it. Fantastic. And 2020 will happen just the way 2019 happened. But you have to be wise with it. Time is not our friend. Now, fast forward. Now, the fourth on my list here is take risk. Yeah, you have to take risk. Life itself is a risk. By the way, we won't make it out alive. We're going to die. Should I sound it back? Eventually, we'll die. So we lost.
Not yet.
But not yet. You're not going to die.
We know prepare prayer for it.
No.
We die.
You will see 2020 in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Fantastic. Now you have to take risk. I'm tired of seeing Nigerians type amen on Facebook and we're not working. You will receive 1 million. You type amen. Where is it coming from now? You have to work. You have to put in the work. It's not difficult. Now you ask yourself, what skills are you developing yourself? The only way you make money in life is when you give out value. Mr. Ayan Isaac, you're highly welcome. You're welcome. So glad to have you here. The only way you make money in life is when you give out skills. You give out value to somebody. Look out your environment. There's a problem somewhere for you to solve. Once you solve that problem, people will pay you. If you know how to make hair, use that to your advantage. Make money, make up, use it to your advantage. If it's doing a video saying rubbish that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen, use it to your advantage, make money. Look at Immanuel, small girl. What's her net worth? Ask yourself, what is your net worth? 2020, you have to start making money. Stop depending on people. Oh my God. We all know this is very true. So many informations are in our hands. You have Google. After asking God for anything every morning, turn to Google and say, Google, how can I make money? How can I do this? It's as easy as that. And Google will answer you, quick response. Then you move on to YouTube. You watch a video, step by step, how to get what you are looking for, how to make money. If you are into music, how to sing better, write better, know what your market needs, you serve them. It's as easy as that. But if you don't take risk, you won't find out. Mark Zuckerberg took a risk. That is why you are able to see me here and we are having this conversation. And you have to be patient and consistent and disciplined. Mr. Aaron sounded that you have to be disciplined. The top 3 persons in the world, the 3% out of 100, they have one thing in common, that's discipline. If you don't have discipline, forget about it, go and sleep. When rapture comes, you join us, we'll go for judgment. It's all about discipline. So if you're not ready for it, forget about it. 2020 will be worse than 2019. It's not a cause, it's a fact. Natural laws. And you have to develop yourself in such a way that when you're having a conversation with your friend, you are not the one that is shouting mad oh, that one loud, because there's nothing in your head to even offer to them. Nothing.
You're not solving any problem.
And you're like,
you're just existing.
hey,
You're not
you can't
the
say
fact of just people's life.
nothing. Even if you're not adding value to other person's life, add value to your life. That will indirectly change somebody's life. Now, tip number 5: never miss an opportunity. I'll tell you a story. A story I heard a few weeks ago. It happened a few years ago. Now, Bill Gates went for an interview and the lady asked, "What's your tip for success? What's the secret? Billy, give us the secret. We need the secret. We want to be successful." And he's like, somebody should hand him over a check. They gave him a check, he gave it to her. And he's like, fill whatever amount you want. That moment, the lady got mad. She didn't know the figure to fill there. She was like, no, sir, please just take it back. And he collected it and he was like, here's your answer. I never miss an opportunity. He gave her an opportunity to become a millionaire, whatever she wanted. The ball was in her court and she missed it. So many of us are missing out of opportunities. It's not today, it's not yesterday, we're missing out. 2020 is going to be a big opportunity, but it's all up to you. Whatever you do with it, and opportunities only come to those that are prepared. If you are unprepared, it will never come, it will never show forth. It will never, trust me. We have to emphasize on the fact that you guys have to stop typing amen on all financial posts. Please, whatever you're doing, take action. That's just take action. Make mistakes, learn from your mistakes, you become better. Trust me, all I'm saying is in some months' time, this video is going to be far better than what you're seeing. That's a fact. That's how life is supposed to be. That is it. Now, I'll conclude with a very simple story that just explains what decision is all about. Now, Obon King shared this story. He said there was a girl named, let me use one of us name here. Okay. There was a girl named Josephine, and Josephine graduated. 5 years later, she didn't get a job. She was frustrated, devastated. Life was not fair and all that. And she met her friend Faustina. And the friend was like, I know this Baba. Baba will show us the way. Trust me, I believe in him. They went to Baba. Baba got the millipede, kept in the middle. He kept white sand on the right hand side and the black sand on the left hand side. And he said, if the millipede moves to the white sand, her life will be successful. It's going to be better. Everything will fall in place. But if it goes to the black sand, she's in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, the drummer started playing the drum. The millipede moved step by step, gently. Down. On approaching the white sand, I was happy for her. Everybody were all happy. Am I wrong? Fantastic. Because her life will now be better. Okay. On approaching the white sand, the millipede turned direction. It started going to the black sand. So we thought it was the music. Baba said they should stop the music. When they stopped the music, it started moving faster. Oh my God. On approaching the black sand, Josephine took the millipede, took it back to the white sand, stepped on it and killed it. And Baba asked my daughter, why? Why did you ruin the ritual? She said she cannot sit back and watch her life go bad. Ladies and gentlemen, why are you sitting back and watching your life go bad? Why? 2020 is going to be a turn of so many things in your life. Now we've shown you how to set goals. A lot of you did not even right. But God so kind, you can actually watch this video again. We're going to post it on our YouTube page. We'll share a link on our Instagram page. You can access it. Please don't joke with this information. We're begging you, we're actually begging you. Like I said earlier, We're looking for just one person that we can actually change the person's life. Not all of you, don't worry. There are some persons in life that no matter how much information you give to them, they'll tell you no, it's not my thing. Don't worry, all is well. God is in control. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't take control, nothing will happen. For things to change, I'll mention the names I'm seeing here: Miss Berry, Josephine Isi Amedu, Faustina Uba, Zenda Praise, Anyanwu Isaac. You all have to change. For things to change, you have to change. For things to change, Mr. Aaron has to change. I have to change. I have to step up my game. So I can't wait to see you all in 2020. And we'd love to continue this. So don't forget, like the page, turn on push notification, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend what's happening here. We'll do this for as long as possible till the last breath in our hearts, just to make sure we have so many individuals that have the right mindset. And yeah, don't mind us. That's how we roll.
Thank you very much, Mr. Immanuel, our professional from the other side. He's the CEO of New School Fashion.
Yes.
A very renowned fashion designer, like it's really good. He has his works all over Nigeria. The world is expecting. So thank you all for your time. Thank you all for the listening pleasure. I wish we could give you all a hug individually, but hey, it's Facebook. We face our books. We will do that in real life. We will meet and we will embrace ourselves. Thank you all very much. Please share. There is nothing as good as finding the good information and sharing it with someone else that you know it's going to value. It's going to pay the person. We vote for giving value for your time. So we do believe that with this few minutes you've spent here with us, that you found value for your time, value for your data also, and that you will use the knowledge you've learned and excel exceedingly well, over and above all you could ever even imagine for yourself in the year 2020. And by the end of 2020, come 2020, say December, you will look back and say, yes, you've lived a life worth spending. I actually would like to wrap up this session with a quote by John C. Maxwell, who made a statement one day and said he would want to live a life and go into old age with his wife. So much so that when he looks back in time, he says to himself, and they both say to themselves, this was a life we lived very well. True. So by the end of the year 2020, would you, this question is to everybody watching, would you be able to look back? And even if you do, would you look back and say to yourself, in confidence that your year 2020 beats and supersedes the year 2019? A question that should live with you to infinity. Thank you very much, and please do have a nice day. Thank you for tuning on. We do appreciate everybody. Okay. We appreciate everybody from the depths of our heart. This is Zever kind of love between
Crazy. If you have questions, and you're shy of making your questions public, send us a private message. I think our contacts are up there. You can dive in. Follow us on social media. You can chat us up. If you feel okay, your question will help somebody, feel free to drop your questions. We'll respond in due time. Okay, Mr. Egwatu Samuel, thank you. That's how we roll. I know you joined us late and we're already wrapping up, but you can as well run over the whole live streaming later on. So thank you guys so much. Now somebody would say, how come people that are watching are just so few? Don't worry. Free things are not valued. They're not valuable. When it's paid for, you see 1,000 people running up, and it's crazy. But don't worry, you guys just grabbed the opportunity we gave in front of you, and I believe you're going to make use of it. Remember, opportunity comes to those that are prepared. So we love you guys. Real love.
I think if we keep expressing this love, that it will not end. So
God bless you guys. We wish you guys well. I think it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, we know you have things to do and places to go. So please and please.
Yeah, Mr. Bidemi, we see you.
Leave your messages. We thank you all, Mr. Egwatu Samuel. Mr. Bidemi, Mr. Zenda Priest, Mr. Anyanwu Isaac, Miss Faustina, Miss Josephine, Miss everybody. Thank you very much, and we will see you some other time.
2020
is our year.
2020.
Yeah,
Don't
it's a
forget to
perfect figure.
tag your 2020. Don't wait for the
It's a
church to
perfect
tag 2020 as a year of fulfillment. You tag your 2020 the
As
way you
you.
want it.
Thank you.
2020, year of amazing grace, year of success, year of becoming a millionaire, year of expanding my business. We'll be there for you.
Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Bye.